bags, move on. I don't really want this pain no more. Goodbye, goodbye, so long, so long. I'ma pack my bags, move on. I don't really want this pain no more. Goodbye, goodbye, so long, so long.
Had many hardships alike, like Superman hit with a kryptonite. Fired up cause I'm gonna do a flip tonight. With a fifth and a split and a gift to fly. Blind man with a gift to sight, so let me see what I'm gonna invent tonight. Blessed with that gift, so I grip the mic. Put it in when broke and I ripped it right. Next says people broke a rag, because I go for broke on an open track. Matter of fact, they can go call the folk with that. When in fact, you really got them hoping that they can find a way to slow me down. Jump on my back, try to hold me down. Heck to that they kinda show me how. We're strapped in the lap, now we glory bound. And they give a nigga no rebound. When they hit him with the venomous sound. Sad rack is coming out there good and definitely worried now. Find a way to lay the problems down. Never ever win a heartless round. Going through the struggle just to buzz. Living life regardless how. Another one wanna hold me back. Came a long way, but still the older path. People wanna run screaming, I didn't know you're right. When in fact, they don't really know the half. All they seeing is the aftermath. Nothing about a little struggle I had. Living life ambitious, relentless. On a mission to get the cash.
I'ma pack my bags, move on. I don't really want this pain no more. Goodbye, goodbye, so long, so long. I'ma pack my bags, move on. I don't really want this pain no more. Goodbye, goodbye, so long, so long. I'ma pack my bags, move on. I don't really want this pain no more. Goodbye, goodbye, so long, so long. I'ma pack my bags, move on. I don't really want this pain no more. Goodbye, goodbye, so long, so long. pressure, calling out my name. I just need direction, telling me which way. Where should I go? How much can I stand when one door is closed? Another opens, and I'm gonna go as far as I can until I can't go. Then I'll go again. Motivation.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking.
Here. And welcome to the dopest DFAT on YouTube.
Where tonight in our main event, we got us a good old Frequency Women's title match as Bad Girl Jill finally gets a solo match against Little Bobcat. And in our mid-card, a Sudden Elite style triple threat matchup featuring two divas that are making their debut on our updated version of 2K24. But in our first bout, we got a current champion taking on a former champion. All of that plus I am going to read the letter that was issued to me by that organization that we call W.E.E.P. Anyway, enough of me yapping. Let's get on with the scrapping, and when it's all said and done, we can all bear witness to what just happened. Take it away, Cletus.
Tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh.
Putting too much pressure on myself. This shit ain't hard, man.
This is a DJ
All
Soul
right,
Search
y'all, Double
production.
Blood Champion here in matchup number 1, going up against Domin Omega.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Wichita, Kansas, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Alliance Zone Dragon Champion, Chief Neosho.
Yeah, that title was a Christmas present from Santa Claus himself. And Neosho has been holding on to that title for almost 6 months here. But it is scheduled to go up for grabs at Monolithic. Neosho with the record of 6-15. Lost his last outing as he was paired up with the Black Russian.
This is a DJ Soul Search
Here
production.
in opening bout. I don't know, but we'll figure it out
Representing
here
the
later.
Villagers from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 215 pounds, Domin Omega!
Yeah, Domin's last time out, he was in a tag team bout with his partner Ramelle Saka, and they came up short. Although they weren't pinned, they did not come out ahead in that matchup, and the Misfits became the first ever Call Valley Tag Team Champions. The new version for 2K24. This one looks like it's going to be a barnstormer as Neosho comes out first. It makes a hit on Domin Omega, takes him down. A man of a million locks, locking up the lankiest luchador. And Omega fists his way out of the potential early ender and gets back on track with his offense. How are you doing here on your Sunday? I hope you're sitting back, chillaxing as you're getting the eye full of Domin Omega's high-flying offense. As he's taking full advantage of our beat my champion clause. Right about now, he's taking it to the current Devil's Blood champion, Chief Neosho. And check it in case you didn't know, and we had our doubts about creating money in the bank briefcases. So we came up with this idea of this belt that Neosho holds. And if you hold that belt, you are more than welcome to vacate it and get yourself a title shot at any other title that you want. So in essence, it's the equivalent to a money in the bank briefcase with the contract inside. Because we were having so much trouble with creative content on 22, we decided to forego it on 24. Just to avoid glitches and all that crap. But anyway, let's just say I've been rethinking that. Back to the matchup as it has spilled to the outside. Belly to belly by Neosho. And we're up to a 6 count. Not an Extreme Rules match or Falls Count Anywhere match, gentlemen. You're better off right where you are in the ring. Inverted back suplex. But Omega hops right up into a fist by Neosho. And he hits him with a vertical suplex. Start calling this man Suplex Machine. As he whipped off 2 in a row on Omega, the longest, lankiest luchador on our roster. But the power of Neosho is nullified with that kick from Omega, and he goes for the cover. It's only a 1 count. Omega looked like he was getting ready to go for the rope, but his effort is halted by Neosho. And the Chief is taking charge once again. As he goes for a cover and dead center of the ring, it's only a 2 count. Referee on point. So I'm always giving referees props, and I come down on them hard when they screw up. Just stand on business when you're in the ring, and you get all props deserved. Neosho whipping Omega into the corner. And banging his head on the turnbuckle 2 times. And it looks like spaghetti sauce is flowing from the mask of Domin Omega as the Chief chops away and goes for the arm. Looks like the Chief's about to put a candle on this one, and blow out the candle rather, but Omega comes back. And with that high-flying offense, downs the Chief and quickly goes for a cover. Absolutely gorgeous move with the follow-up, only ends in 2. And off the ropes again goes Domin Omega, and another cover here in the early going. First bout, kick out by the Chief without a doubt. And Omega with the Puerto Rican fly. Trying to go to the ropes once too often, and he's caught by the Chief. And another crack of the noggin into the turnbuckle. And the Chief chops away with a second dose, and back to that arm again of Omega. And back to the leg. Almost had Omega, but the reversal by the former Call Valley champ. And he goes for another cover on the Chief. This one could be it, folks, and no way. Jose, remember that dude? Where is he at? Anyway, 2 count by Omega. Omega look like he's about to put the finishing touches on this one with a scoop slam. And he goes to where he's familiar at. And sizing up his competition in Neosho. And misses as the Chief sidesteps him. And now the Chief trying to get some distance between him and Omega. The Chief misses. Sloppy wrestling by the 2 in the last couple of seconds. As now Omega to the legs of the submission artist Chief Neosho. Standing moonsault met with 2 knees from the Chief. And it looks like he's back on top once again. And breaking Omega down to his very last compound. And now it's the Chief's turn to reach for the stars. And he comes down with the flying elbow to the grill of Omega. And Chief Brown Bear is hooking up in there. And goes for that modified sharpshooter backbreaker. And the face plant to the canvas. And the lifeless Domin Omega, no response. As the Chief goes for the cover. And just like that in your first bout, y'all, it's a wrap. Chief Neosho over Domin Omega. All right, impressive showing by the Chief, who lost his last time out, but won in the winning column here in our opening bout. Stay tuned, party people, as we get our first look at Ramelle Santos as she goes up against Sharky Girl D. Next on Frequency.
your Sirens Women's World Champion. Here, matchup number 2. Shark Girl D in effect here in Kalamazoo.
It's scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Jersey City, New Jersey, the Extreme Alliance Zone Women's Global Champion, Shark Girl D.
And here is an impressive stat indeed. We are 9 days shy from her holding on to that title for a year. She's taken on all competitors, but nobody can unask her of that title. So to agree with her chirp that she sent Fendi Banks, accomplished. Yes, I do agree on that fact.
And representing the Villagers from Manila, Philippines, Ramelle Saka.
Yeah, the last time we saw her, it was on 24. As she went up against the Frequency Women's Champion, Little Wildcat. And fell short. Will Ramelle Santos prevail here in a matchup against Shark Girl D? At the onslaught, it looked like she's coming out on the advantaged end as Ramelle is taking it to Sharky Girl. And Shark Girl D has a matchup before we go into Monolithic. She will defend her title on the 28th of this month, which marks an entire year that she has held that title. Absolutely phenomenal indeed is Shark Girl D. Not a bad record at all. Definitely one more than she has lost. But Ramelle Saka has been in control of this one since the beginning. And I'm wondering, is Shark Girl D focusing too much on her upcoming title defense? As Ramelle goes for the cover, it's only a 2 count. As the champ kicks out of it, but Ramelle right back, issuing out pain. And once again, I have to reply that Sharky Girl has no reply. As Ramelle hurls her outside and now attempts to join her with a missile drop kick. And we are outside of the square circle. And the beatdown continues on Shark Girl D as she's introduced to everything out there. A willing participant in this surgical performance by Ramelle Santos on the current Sirens Women's champ. But as I speak, she turns tide, but only for a second. Ramelle seems to have a little bit more gas than Shark Girl D. As we get back into the ring, look like Ramelle lying in wait for her finisher, but instead
High knee to the chin and goes for the cover. It's a 1 count. Fortitude showing by the current champ. But Ramelle back to it with the miss with the roundhouse. Sharky Girl ducks it and kicks her in the kidney on the way down with the slam. And now Sharky Girl with the comeback. And the crowd is amping up here for you in Kalamazoo. And she comes with a kick of her own. And another missile off the middle rope to the back of Ramelle. And Sharky Girl's second win is very effective at the moment. Nice pull back clothesline. As she goes to the top rope and out on Ramelle. And we are back outside once again. Not an Extreme Rules match, but these women have been treating it like it's old school all-star wrestling. ECW, Granny's Backyard Brawls, whatever. They get down here in bout number 2 for you. Definitely one hell of a warm-up for Shark Girl D before that title defense on the 28th of this month. As she tries to go for a splash on Ramelle to the outside, but Ramelle meets her with a flurry of offense and takes control of the bout once again. Stick around, party people, as I reveal the contents of that letter that I received from the Wrestling E-Fed Ethical Practices Board, W.E.E.P. Let me tell you, I'm about to weep with what they hit me with. Speaking of being hit, those hammies of Shark Girl D were getting worked on by Ramelle. But the champ wakes up and gets a breather. And back into the ring we go. Off of the rope with the punch to the gut to Ramelle. As the ref in the way. Oh my goodness. The power slam by Shark Girl D is met with only a 1 count. I was so flabbergasted by the ref. That quick move by Sharks took me by surprise. Speaking of quick, Kabaya with the blunt force trauma by Ramelle. And she goes for it. And just like, what in the hell is that? Shark Girl D lost the bout. And to make it bad, that's happening again. What in the hell is going on with this game? Talk about glitches. Anyhow, matchup number 3 on the horizon. So get ready and get set for the Misfits in action for the first time since obtaining the new tag belts against Chaos Country.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Country Dominance!
Yeah, the boys fell short their last time out. They were attempting to play themselves into the championship matchup, and they fell short. Nice record at 9-11. Former Midwest Territory champion. Chaos Country Jeffro and Rufus. Along with their relative Drewy and their wife, Becca Sue. Yeah, Becca and her 3 husbands. And word around the locker room is Rufus and Jeffro feeling a tad bit neglected as Drewy's getting all of the attention as he is the only one with a title. Speaking of titles,
at a combined weight of 385 pounds, the Alliance Zone Tag Team Champions, the Misfits.
There they are, your Cobb Valley Tag Team Champions that are coming in red hot. 3-match win streak include a title bout. All right, y'all, we're gonna see what this one here is all about. Matchup number 3 tonight for ya here in Kalamazoo. We coming through for you as El Nemo, who put in a lot of work in this run of theirs. Kudos to the little guy as he's going up against one of the biggest competitors on the roster in Jeffro. And you can see the size differential take hold as the power of Jeffro takes total control of El Nemo.
That's a good
Over into the Chaos Country corner. And Rufus steps in. Better matchup for El Nemo. Has not much difference. Well, yeah, maybe about a 40-pound difference. But still is closer to him and Jeffro's big ass. Rufus with them haymakers on the bag face wonder. And a clothesline to follow, and he goes for it to end it already. But to no avail. So off for the rope he goes. Yeah, I'm wondering how that household has been in regards to Chaos Country. As stated before, Drewy getting all the attention. So the other 2 are feeling a tad bit neglected. So says my source. And I also got my source working on something else behind the scenes. As you know, we have a former private detective / law enforcement agent on our roster. Jeffro hulking up long enough to let El Nemo get up. And all that effort for nothing as he's hit with snake eyes by Jeffro and Big Jeffro. Back dominating the little man as Taco has yet the time into this one. He's desperately reaching for the tag, and a hot tag made by El Nemo, and in steps Taco Dorito. But Jeffro nullifies that
that offense by Taco and hits him with a gorgeous butterfly suplex, and the former Manhood champion gets a tad bit of distance as Jeffro is content to work on El Nemo. So Taco says, screw it, I'll work on Rufus. Kabaya with the rope DDT on Rufus as Jeffro beating the hell out of El Nemo. And Taco back on Rufus. Hell, I should have made this one a tornado tag match if I knew this was gonna go down. We're up to a 3 count as Rufus is still worked on by Taco. And El Nemo meets Jeffro's charge with a knee and gives his partner the advantage to do that to him. And goes for the cover as Rufus steps in and breaks up the attempted pinfall by Taco. And he's thrown out of the ring for his effort. Oh, pull back. Kick to the grill to Jeffro. And Taco with the sling blade, and then the missile drop kick on Jeffro. Taco absolutely fuego on fire here tonight in Kalamazoo. Heating and boiling up the waters of Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, whatever, all the Great Lakes. He's burning them up and turning them to steam as the heat intensifies, and Taco goes for his patented senton and goes to put the wrap on this one. And just like that, it's 4 in a row by the Misfits.
Here are your winners, the Misfits.
Yeah, and Taco and El Nemo, oh wait, the winner of the non-select guys versus Tropic Turmoil, so they can defend their titles on the 31st of this month at Monolithic. Kudos to the guys on a win streak as they are representing well Taco and El Nemo, your Misfits, with another victorious outing. Matchup number 4 is next. It's a triple threat match, big baby. Couple of them making their debuts. Peace.
This is a DJ Soul Search
Suddenly
production.
style triple threat, baby. 2 of them making their debuts, and this is one of them, right? Yeah.
The following is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from Kansas City, Kansas, Cindy.
Yeah, you already seen Fendi, my bad. Yeah, she's coming in at 7-13 last. Defeated Shark Girl D, who she will take on the 28th for the Sirens Women's World Championship. Fendi Banks in a shirt war with Shark Girl D. Landed herself that #1 contender spot. Kudos to Fendi on that accomplishment.
And her opponents, first, from Belo Horizonte, Brazil, Zinda Fernandez.
Yeah, Zaina from the Flavor Girls, sister to Ziza, who is now a referee on the roster. And speaking of Ziza, and the last one to enter, Fendi, they're in a bit of a controversy themselves. As you saw the clip where Little Bobcat and Ziza were heckling Shark Girl D and Fendi. Anyway, a warm-up match for Fendi before she takes her shot at a solo title.
And representing the Brood from Kingston, Jamaica,
Vudessa in the house. 0-1 in solo competitions, although she's been in numerous bouts with our counterparts. The two bad nurses. As the room stands in shock and awe, as the witch doctress, what do I call her? The voodoo priestess herself, Budisha, here in Kalamazoo. Interesting one, to say the least. As two of these competitors are in the Managers Division She Devils bracket, current champion Weeds on a 17-match win streak. Who's gonna step up and beat her and take that title? We have yet to find out. Her and Shark Girl D with them lengthy title reigns. Can we get some new blood with these titles? Fendi says yes as she downs both competitors and gets back on Budisha. And a nice cave suplex. And Zaina zeroes in on Fendi. Sutton Elite style. You know the type of matchup where if you would get a move off, you better be looking over your shoulder because another one's coming your way. As demonstrated right there, Budisha hit with a Northern Lights as Zaina breaks it up. And Zaina and Fendi in locked, and it ends in the neck breaker on Zaina. And back to Budisha we go, but the chin check on Fendi by Budisha gives her control of the matchup. And she does that to the pretty face of Fendi. And Zaina out of nowhere with a kick to the side of the face of Budisha. It's Budisha, man. It's Budisha. My bad. Wrong. Let's call it Budisha. No, Budisha. Wrong. Budisha. Budisha. It's getting her butt kicked by Fendi.
He gonna say it right this time.
So much that she rolls out of the ring, and Zaina is putting a whooping on the current #1 contender. A nice clothesline by Zaina and to the middle rope on the Fendi, and goes for the cover. Budisha alert enough to break that one up and walk into the arms of Zaina. Stated before, Zaina usually running with her sister Ziza in the Flavor Girls. Although she doesn't have a horrible record at 10-5 on the solo. Very skilled in-ring competitor, whether it's a tag team bout or a solo. Definitely one of the One to take note of on the roster as she goes for the cover on Fendi. After whooping her with a sledgehammer. Fendi might be a little banged up before this contest on the 28th. Better keep herself fresh and stay away from them weapons and them haymakers like that one from the top rope. As Rudisha with a kendo stick gets in and breaks up the attempted pinfall by Zayna. And Zayna hit from behind by Rudisha with a headbutt to the back and a punch to the forehead as she rolls out of the ring. Dazed and confused as Rudisha is aiming out the blues to both competitors. But Zayna out of nowhere with a super kick and goes for it. It's only a 2 count. I thought that one was definitely the kibosh. And Rudisha with a second win, waking up and taking on both competitors. But Fendi wakes up also and hits her with a flurry of kicks. And Zayna off of the top rope with an elbow to Fendi. And Rudisha is looking up at the stars, giving Zayna a window of opportunity. Distance enough to put away Fendi. But instead, she chooses to wear her down and go to the top rope and misses. And Fendi capitalizes on the miscue. And to Rudisha with a backwards trap suplex. Does Fendi and goes for it. It's a wrap, baby. Only a 2 count. Absolutely outrageous. Remember Lionel Richie back in the day? Outrageous. That's how it's going down here on Frequency. Kalamazoo is kicking it, baby. As Fendi goes for a down. Rudisha, the finisher. Near fall after near fall in this sudden delete triple threat kick to the face of Fendi. And Rudisha with a choke slam on Zayna. Zayna neck snap by Fendi and walks right into Rudisha, who then gets her in a pump handle position and hits her with a power slam and goes for it. Zayna, in the nick of time, saves the pinfall from being completed, but she goes for it on Rudisha, and the ref is out of position. Definitely could have got a 2 count out of that one. Zayna wreaking havoc on Rudisha like she owes her lunch money or some shit like that. And Fendi with a move on Zayna, but Zayna counters with another kick to the face of Fendi. And Rudisha's there once again. Man, how many near pinfalls has it been in this contest? As one more time to the face of Fendi with them heels. As Zayna puts a bow on this one in this sudden elite triple threat matchup, baby. Man, that matchup had me hyped up than a mofo, baby. And I love it. And matchup number 4, we get the debut of the Atari brothers, and that matchup is coming up next.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring,
Get a wild vibe in effect, coming in at 0-1 in their debut as a tag team. They fell short in getting themselves inserted into the eventual championship matchup. Thrusted together, two brothers by way of their mother calling and talking crap to me about them beating the crap out of each other. Kenny Wildman and D Wildman, the Wild Vibe. And while we're on the subject of brothers, we got two brothers right here that are making their 24 debut. It's Nazari and Jabari, the Atari brothers, big
And their
baby.
opponents at a combined weight of 313 pounds. The Bloodline.
Yeah, Jabari and Nazari have not been in competition since Halloween as a tandem. In fact, you gotta go back to November as to when Jabari was in action, as he's been out with an injury. As far as Nazari is concerned, his last action was at Chaos Confined earlier in the year, back on 24. But they are here in Kalamazoo, funky fresh for you. Two teams. Two pairs of brothers squares it off as Jabari from the middle rope and downs Wildman. I want to so desperately call that man Deacon Wild, as he was been a long time member of Rock Solid Ministry. But now he's rolling with his brother, and they're attempting to make a name for themselves in the tag team division. My version of Harlem Heat. Booker T and Stevie Ray. Kabaya with a clothesline on Jabari Atari as D. Wildman goes for a cover on him. Can't get the youngster out himself. Kind of confused as to which divisions to put these two young men in, as Jabari's former title has been discontinued and Drewy has yet to give Nazari a title shot. No rematch clause invoked by Nazari as of late. But who knows what the future holds? Come Monolithic as the Wild Vibe working on Jabari Atari. Why scouting report, as he has been the one that has not been in action for the longest out of two, as Wild goes for the cover on him. The former three-time Manhood champion. High capping for the crowd as Nazari comes in and concocts him. And he hits him back with a haymaker of his own. Side buster 2 times, and he throws the lighter Nazari around like a lion torn with his prey. But up jumps Nazari with a flurry of offense himself, backing Wildman over into his own corner, and still continues with the beat down on his partner. Distraction gives Kenny the advantage. And a power slam on Nazari, but he hops right back up and gets back to work. Float over DDT and goes for the quick cover on Kenny. Only at 1 count. Going to the legs of Kenny Wild. But Wild hops up with a counter and hits Nazari with snake eyes. tag team division straight up loaded with talent. I'd hate to see how lengthy of a title run the Wild Vibe would have, or another run by the Atari brothers. Both these teams holding, well, at least, screw it, everybody in this matchup that had some type of title. Funky fresh for you in matchup number 5. A matchup full of former champs. As Wildman backs his way up out of it, and Jabari goes back to the ropes and downs him with a missile drop kick to the skull. And while you're at it, still hanging around, hit the like, share, subscribe button. Gaining traction here as of late, and I like to thank all the eyeballs and all the subs. Get me to my requirements and then let the algorithm decide. And the moment I get monetized, balls in my word, I'll tape it. I will buy a PlayStation 5 and we will give one away free. Get me monetized first. At least get me a check from YouTube that says 50 cents or something of the sort. And I'll get you there with a console if you lack one. Drop to earth from Wildman to Nazari and tags in his younger brother, Kenny Wild. As the leapfrog ends in a power slam on Nazari. And back to wearing him down, Kenny does. But Nazari looks like he's funky fresh tonight. Getting hit with moves and kipping right back up. It's like our old football coach, God rest his soul, Coach Smith taught us, boy, get back up, pop back up and get back into action. Speaking of action, neck breaker by Jabari, who goes for it. Oh, the former 3-time champ, but he didn't even get a count. And looked like he was going back to the ropes. Once too often, as Kenny Wild hits him with a sidewalk slam off the rope, Nazari jumps in to interfere and break the pinfall up. I'm sensing the end is near for the Atari brothers. As Kenny Wild with that power slam and goes for the cover. All right, in matchup number 5, it's a wrap for the returning Atari brothers. You can add one to the loss column. But the Atari brothers now 12-6. As the Wild Vibe get their long-awaited first victory here on Frequency. All right, you know what time it is, party people. We on a pay the rent grind. Therefore, it's main event time. In your main event, Little Bobcat taking on Bad Girl Jill in defense of that title. Next, you're on Frequency. time, baby, your own frequency. I've yet to discuss
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
my disciplinary action against Killer T. Coming up after this one, stick around. Bad Girl Jill in the building. Last week, she put the boots to Sienna and curled her off a ledge. Only for Sienna to come back and be entered into a triple threat contest where both Bad Girl Jill and Sienna lost. And Lil Bobcat defended her title successfully. So I decided to give Jill her well-earned solo shot against the champ here tonight. And speaking of your Frequency Women's Champion, Little Bobcat, here in the zone, baby. She's been our proud champion ever since Yellow Brick Bedlam back in September. Nine-month title reign. Way to go. Lengthy title reigns by these characters around here. Once they get a hold of some gold, they are not too quick to let it go. Frequency Women's title on the line here in your main event. Yeah!
Introducing the challenger from parts unknown, Bad Girl Mills. And her opponent from Wichita, Kansas, the Extreme Alliance Zone Women's Champion, Little Bobcat.
All right. What you stuck around to see you while you're here, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. After all, it costs you nothing. And continue to pay attention to the polls in the live stream as we drop them. Engagement is encouraged. Two of the top brass here on Frequency, duking it out for the championship. Little Bobcat, the champion, comes out first with a DDT, but Jill says enough of that and goes to work. Back and forth. Little Bobcat gives her some and a gut-wrench suplex to the second rope. Barely caught anything with that knee and goes for it on Jill, but poor positioning by the champ. As this match going on, as she's signifying this over with already, Jill comes from behind with a backstabber. Instead of capping, you should have been wrapping your opponent up. And Little Bobcat just found that one out the hard way by Bad Girl Jill. Now setting her up. Jill about to go loco and misses with a missile drop kick. The champ wildly scouted that move up as the two trade knuckles on the outside of the square circle, and back into the ring we go. LBC Little Bobcat hit with kicks. Off guard by Jill, then a Northern Lights into a pin. One count. Jill on fire, giving the champ all she can handle thus far here in our main event. But the champ responds. And look like she's getting ready to go airborne. Elbow to the breasticles of Bad Girl Jill, and goes for the wrap up. Still going. like the old school Energizer Bunny is this match. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to this version of Frequency as we figure out what the heck we're gonna do in regards to us being visited, or should I say summoned, by a certain government agency over E-Feds. I'm about to weep for everything that's happening around here. I gotta get ready for Monolithic, and I gotta deal with shadow entities. Knuckles to the face of the champ. Bad girl Jill wearing the current champion out on the outside of the ring as we look like we're going back into it. Up to almost a 7. Bad girl Jill caught attempting something by the champ, who hits her with a full Nelson suplex. And now little Bobcat has turned tide here in the main event. Sizing her up with that elbow to the back of Jill, who has mostly been dominating this contest, but little Bobcat just flips it around long enough to immobilize Jill. To the top rope we go, and down with a double axe handle. Still on her challenger is little Bobcat. You saw her uncle in action earlier. Will she complete the hat trick for her tribe with the spinning kick on Jill? And the pinfall attempt. It's only a 2.5 count. Absolutely fabulous kick out by bad girl Jill. Champ sensing I'm sensing a bit of frustration from the champ as Jill seems to not want to give up. She will not quit, will not submit. Instead, hits little Bobcat with a K-kick. And the champ looked like she is at the end of her rope as bad girl Jill, leaning on the ropes, lying in wait for her to rise. And hits her with 1, 2 clotheslines, a leg sweep, and the crowd in Kalamazoo is going absolute shit crazy with the pinfall on the 8-2 count. Still on the champion, no response in a while from little Bobcat. As Jill is hitting with everything but the kitchen sink. And this one still can't put away the champ. Although Jill's resilience shines, so is the resilience of little Bobcat, who is fortunate to still be in this one at this juncture. Bad girl Jill setting her up for the spinning power slam and went for the leg trap pin. Excuse me. Absolutely extraordinary move by bad girl Jill. Not surprised that she's giving it to the champion like that. But it is kind of stunning to see little Bobcat getting it brought to her like this. As Jill, one more again, is setting up, waiting on the champion to arise. And hits her again with a spinning sidewalk slam. And goes for the cover. This is it. Bad girl Jill, our new champ. No! The match goes on. Absolutely outrageous up in this piece. Bad girl Jill cannot put the proverbial nail in the coffin in regards to this matchup so far. Little Bobcat's energy is way down, and all Jill has to do is get her in a pinfall position. The champ fighting out. Nice backbreaker. And a knee smash to the bag of Bad Girl Jill. Amping up the frequency here. What it do? What it do? Kalamazoo. Funky Fresh for you in your main event. Bad Girl Jill with the boots to the grill. Taken from the champ. And a rope assisted powerbomb as she goes for the wrap up on Bad Girl Jill. Only a 2 count. Yes. Oh my goodness. Nurse Red told me to calm down after the Atari Brothers matchup, but I just can't do it. As the frequency intensifies. Fisherman driver by the champ. As it has spilled to the outside once again. Release German. And little Bobcat channeling her inner warrior. As she's still inflicting a beatdown on Bad Girl Jill. Man, this one has jumped up a notch. Ever since the opening bell. Back and forth, out and inside we go. And these two neither one of these two have yet to claim dominance. It's been a pretty even contest. Everybody getting their flurries on. Not furries like Alley Cat, flurries as it snowed. 2 knees to the back by Bad Girl Jill. And she's amping up the frequency. Should have been putting the champ away. Side Russian leg sweep. And now waiting on the champion to get up so she can hit her ass with something. Jill has back Little Bobcat in an arm lock. Little Bobcat breaks her way out of it and gets Little Jill in to her bear trap. Dang it, that's Becca's move. Shizzle. Idiot deathlock. My bad. As the submission artist stays on the legs of Bad Girl Jill. And no response by the challenger once again to the legs. Oh, Jill, will Jill tap out? I don't see the referee down there, so it must be a no DQ matchup as she goes for the cover on Bad Girl Jill. And a successful title defense again.
This is a DJ Soul Search production.
My Little Bobcat.
Alliance Zone Women's Champion, Little Bobcat.
Yeah, the war drums are vibrating here in Kalamazoo as we sign off from this live stream. Vic Vega. Thank you for tuning in to KCSAYT, where we are the home where every view is viral and we feel we are not entitled to your viewership, but when you give it to us, it is deeply appreciated. Now on to what the hell I'm gonna do about this letter from W.E.E.P. All right, everybody, right here is the letter that I opened up last week at the end of the live stream. A letter from this organization known as W.E.E.P. They regulate E-Fed. Anyway, it goes a little something like this. World E-Fed Ethical Practices, W.E.E.P. Board Official Communication, date 5/1/24. And I didn't get it till last week. Anyway, to Vic Vega, General Manager, subject directed to enforce ethical standards and sanction Killer T. It has come to our attention of the World E-Fed Ethical Practices W.E.E.P. Board that an incident involving Killer T the men's Mad Hood champion and his misconduct during a match on October 31st, 2023. It has breached the ethical standards set forth for conduct within the wrestling community. This incident, specifically involving the physical assault of a referee, has been reviewed extensively via footage submitted to our board. The W.E.E.P board is committed to upholding the highest standard of fairness, respect, and professionalism within the E-Fed competitions. The behavior exhibited by Killer T is not only unacceptable, but also tarnishes the reputation of our organization and the sport as a whole. As such, it is imperative that immediate and decisive action be taken against this misconduct. According to our regulations, we hereby direct you to take the following action. Number 1, immediate sanction. Killer T must be suspended from all competitive events for a period of no less than 90 days. Additionally, a formal public apology must be issued by Killer T to the affected parties. Financial penalty. Failure to enforce these sanctions appropriately will result in a fine to your organization in the amount of 25 grand. What the heck? We are grassroots. We ain't even monetized. This fine is intended as a deterrent against future violations of this nature. Ethical training. Killer T is required to undergo ethical training focused on conduct and the responsibilities of a professional athlete in wrestling, which must be completed before any return to competition is considered. We trust that you will handle this matter with the seriousness it deserves and anticipate your cooperation in swiftly implementing these directives. Our board will closely monitor the situation to ensure compliance. Thank you for your immediate attention to this crucial issue. Sincerely, Seymour Givens, Chairman, World E-Fed Ethical Practices Board. Vic Vega, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of Frequency W.E.E.P Oversight, a new directive shapes frequency. We are the home where every view is viral because we feel we are not entitled to your viewership, but when you give it to us, it is deeply appreciated. And as always, remember this.
In the tapestry of life, it's the unique threads that make the most captivating picture.
See you next bell time. Peace.